Alright, g'day, hi, and welcome. So in the last video I was saying something weird happens to your guitars when you play live. Every guitar you have, okay, whether guitars, there's a guitar out there, there's bass over there, I'm sure there's violins here, and mandolin there. There's rooms full of guitars, right? The best playing guitar I've ever played in my life, so far to date, and I have owned, is that SG3, so like that. I mean, that little red line you see there, that's an actual guitar. It's pretty neat. Next to that, the only guitar that actually plays a little bit better than that was the 61 reissues when they were new. Like, this guitar since 1992 or 94 when they started to reissue them. And they reissued them on and off a few times. The reason why they stopped reissuing them is, like, these are really thin guitars. Like, these are... The only thing that's as thin as this is maybe an Ibanez Sabre. Like, even at that. Like, these things are like they're less than 2 inches thick. Like, yeah. You see what I mean? Like, they're very, very, very narrow guitar. Skinny guitar, right? So they don't have a lot of meat in the neck tendon, which tends to create the problem, which this guitar actually has, is the neck starts to bow forward right around the heel joint. And whatever, and that affects playability. But when you get them when they're brand new, there is not a guitar on the planet that will play better than these. Like, they're just, the scale length is right, the neck is wide and flat without being too wide and flat. It's rounded without being too round and knobby. The scale length is so easy to play. Gibson scale, well, like Billy Gibbons said, why he likes Gibson scale is why work harder than you have to. Now, going from the short 24 3/4 scale, which you can pretty much play that guitar blindfolded, going to 26.5 inch scale, you got to work for a 26.5 inch scale. But the thing is about this guitar is it's very clear. It's extremely clear. Where this is a bit of a mud monster if you don't, if you don't check the bass on your amp, like it can get very, very muddy very quick. And SGs are known for that. But this thing is super, super clear live. Even through a crappy little amp, it was fairly clear. Well, from this side of the camera. on your side of the camera, maybe not. You got to factor in the microphones. But no, the guitars, I didn't have to think about the guitars at all. They were doing their job, which is great. Comfortability, the necks on both of these guitars are really nice for what they are. Yeah, like I was very, very impressed of how good this thing was. Again, even having to work a little harder with that longer scale length and the wider neck, or wider fingerboard. Yeah, these are two take them to the grave kind of guitars. Like they're mine. But I do see a lot of shows in the future with and that was the first that's the first time I ever played the 7-string live. And that's the first time that one's ever been playing. That's the second time I've played live with that. But that's the first gig for that guitar. But the amp failed the first gig. The bass, that was my first time playing a bass gig. Not the first time on stage, or that's the second time I've played the bass live, but the second time, or the first time playing a gig, like I say, it was like a 5-hour gig. But I was, after like 3 hours, I was just kind of like noodling and having fun and just, seeing how many songs I could remember. And of course, I botched a bunch of songs trying to remember Tweeter and the Monkey Man, like a song I've played live so many times, and I was like, got screwed up on the second verse, and I was just like, okay. And I did a bunch of songs like that, but after about 3 hours, okay, it's like, okay, well, it's just me now. It's not the show's over. It's just kind of making noise at this point. But people really enjoyed it, and I made off with a bit of money. And I'll tell you about that in the next video.